Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Guys at Magic. This is Hunter and Shane. Say what up, Shane.
What's up, nerds?
We are back this time, June 7th, 2023. We got another dose of daily spoilers, because what else is new? I think Legendary has been the theme of this set so far. It is wild, the amount of Legendaries. But I
Sure
guess
is.
that's what you get when you're playing Lord of the Rings. But let's get on with the legendaries with this first one. It is a legendary artifact. It is Mithril Coat. It is 3 generic mana for a legendary artifact equipment. Got flash, it's got indestructible. It says when it enters the battlefield attached to a target legendary creature you control, and equipped creature has indestructible. Equipped, cost of 3. It's
That
very
seems
good.
pretty nice.
It's a very good equipment. It's
Yeah,
got
dude.
indestructible and gives your commander indestructible.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hard to
that's
deal
gonna be
with.
super annoying to get. Yeah. I'm actually gonna put that in my deck. I'll put that in many of my
Luckily,
decks.
luckily it doesn't give like hexproof or shroud or anything. That's like
Oh,
you
that's
still
true, yeah.
target with the
Yeah,
exile spell. But
that's very true.
indestructible stuff is always annoying to deal with, especially when you're giving something indestructible with something that is indestructible. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I like it a lot.
Mithril Coat seems good. And flashing it in, so if someone tried to kill your creature, it's like, oh, guess what? Could try.
It's a very strong combat trick.
Yeah. Combat tricks on equipment are always annoying. But yeah, Mithril Coat. That is a powerful equipment. This next card is Fall of Cair Andros. It is 2 and a red for an enchantment. It says whenever a creature an opponent controls is dealt excess non-combat damage, amass Orcs X, where X is that excess damage. It also has an ability to pay 7 and a red. Fall of Cair Andros deals 7 damage to target creature.
I don't know.
I'll tell you what, if this is on the field and you hit a
Yeah.
Blasphemous Act, be
Well,
pretty cool.
that's true. But how many ways are there to deal excess non-combat damage?
Just damage spells.
Typically, damage spells aren't really played in EDH, though, are they? I guess we won't fully talk about EDH too, because
Lightning bolt. I
Yeah,
don't know.
3. Okay.
Hey, if it was a 2/2.
Hunter, you know that Spellslinger is a very hard archetype to play in EDH.
I understand. You just said that we don't have to talk about EDH.
Sorry, you're right. What are the other damage dealers in the set?
In this set?
Yeah, if you're gonna draft this doesn't seem like a very good card to me.
Didn't we just see a damage spell yesterday? Yeah, we just talked about Spiteful Banditry yesterday. That dealt a bunch of damage.
All right, well then if you're drafting red in this, then yeah, I guess those two can go together. Spiteful Banisher was another enchantment, so I guess you're building red enchantment deck.
And if you're playing limited or sealed or something, this would
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
kind of just stick onto the field, and if you have 8 mana later on, you just start killing creatures. That's essentially right. Right?
Right. What do you? I mean, do you like this card?
I think this card is not great, but like I said, if there was the capability of putting a Blasphemous Act on the field with this card, then it's good for just that one time. I don't know. Damage, coming out of EDH standpoint, damage is a little more non-traditional way of doing board wipes and things.
Yeah,
But it might have a home in something red.
maybe.
Moving on to Glamdring, this is 2 generic mana for a legendary artifact equipment. It says equipped creature has first strike and gets +1/+0 for each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard. And whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, you may cast an instant or sorcery spell from your hand with mana value less than or equal to the damage without paying its mana cost. Equipped cost of 3.
Free spells are always good, right?
Free spells are always good, and I think this is a fantastic card design. I like this a lot.
It is. Cares about stuff you already played. Let you play stuff for free. I'm on board.
Yeah, and if you play, let's pretend here for a second.
I
You've
love
got
pretending.
something in your hand because
Mm-hmm.
this gives first strike, right?
Mm-hmm.
You would swing with the team, whatever this has, it hits it. You get to play something for free. What if you had like a cool spell that you already tapped all your mana for, but now you have enough cards in your graveyard where it's just free and you pump the team? Seems good.
Seems very good.
Yeah. Say you play something that gives everything flying and lifelink and all that stuff. That's a possibility.
Yeah, that's true, dude. That seems really good.
Moving on to another, we're kind of just going artifact, enchantment, artifact, enchantment. We're going to another enchantment. This is Lost Isle Calling. It is 1 and a blue for an enchantment. It says whenever you scry, put a verse counter on Lost Isle Calling. You can also pay 4 and 2 blue, exile Lost Isle Calling, draw a card for each verse counter on Lost Isle Calling. If it had 7 or more verse counters on it, take an extra turn after this one. Activate only as a sorcery.
Extra turns are always good as well, bud.
Extra turns are good.
Yeah.
So this goes into a scry deck. Just kind of sits there, just gaining counters, and then eventually you'll draw a card and take an extra turn. Seems good.
I'm gonna say my long running joke. This also goes in Parry the Pulverizer.
This does go in Parry the Pulverizer. However, I think you'd really want a more scry theme
Yeah,
on
I
this.
know.
But
How many
yeah,
different counters are gonna make in this set, dude?
I don't know. We've got a lot so far.
Yeah, we do.
But
This card seems good. Comes down early. It's
this
gonna sit around for a while. This is yeah.
this seems really good in the Kinesos deck I made. That was all about scrying and playing out sea monsters. That was awesome. Um, Elminster.
Yep.
We kind of keep talking about that card too
Yep. Yep.
recently. Just kind of fits into anything that wants to scry a lot. Seems good.
I mean it.
Extra turns are good.
Yeah. And then if there's any other kind of way to scry in this set, talking about drafting wise, this seems like a no brainer that would go into that.
But I will play devil's advocate here.
Okay.
And everyone obviously sees what you're setting up for. So for 2 mana, this literally does nothing.
That is true. You're
So
telegraphing.
I know that's what David would say. He would say this card's bad because for 2 mana, it doesn't do anything until you get 7 verse counters. And then,
That's true.
I mean, you could still pay the 6 to draw a card, which also is not good. So you're really wanting to pay the 6 to take that extra turn. But
That's true.
you
It sits around
need
and doesn't do anything.
7 verse counters on this. So if someone sees you get to 6, then I would pull the trigger and try to kill this.
It's too bad they couldn't have the mana value scale with the amount of counters, so like it would be more relevant in the early game. But I understand it'd be probably OP.
Yeah, if there was just a little extra on this card that did something for the 2
Like
mana
maybe
instead
if
of
it,
just sit there.
yeah, like maybe if it lets you or helped you scry or something. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. It should have said scry 1, at least for 2 mana,
Yeah,
just to
yeah,
kick it off with the 1 verse counter.
yep.
But
But
doesn't do anything. So Lost Isle Calling, I don't know, but
in
extra
a
turns is still good.
in a blue control deck though, if you're playing EDH, maybe.
Yeah, maybe in control. I don't know. We'll see. You still got to scry though. Moving on to Galadriel of Lothlorien. This is 1, a green and a blue for a 3/3 legendary creature, elf noble. It says whenever the ring tempts you, if you chose a creature other than Galadriel of Lothlorien as your ring bearer, scry 3. Whenever you scry, you may reveal the top card of your library. If a land card is revealed this way, put it onto the battlefield tapped.
I like this.
It's a fun, cool card. Once
This
again,
does seem like a fun cool card.
they are pushing elves and scrying, which David keeps alluding to. Um, this one is kind of just like the helm of one of those decks if you want to build it in EDH.
Yeah. Without going into too much detail as a commander, obviously, but I could totally see this being fun. Also because like the ring tempting you, I feel like I wouldn't want to put it on my commander just because that first line of text is relevant and making something legendary. It's like maybe you wouldn't need it on this commander. You're definitely putting it on something else and scrying 3. That's a lot.
Scrying 3 is awesome, and to get the ability to be like, okay, I'm going to stack this to where the land is at the very top, and then you reveal the land, you just put it onto the field.
Yep.
Pretty good.
You're right.
Big fan of Galadriel.
Very,
I,
very easy ramp, dude.
I think she's good, and you alluded it too. We will talk a lot more of Galadriel when we do our Commander Grades video. Be on the lookout for those videos when this whole set is spoiled, because right now we've got a ton of legendary creatures.
Too many.
Speaking of which, here's another. This is Elrond, Master of Healing. 2, a green and a blue for a 4/4 legendary creature, Elf Noble. It says whenever you scry, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to X target creatures, where X is the number of cards looked at while scrying this way. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, you may draw a card.
This seems really fun too, dude.
You know why it seems fun to you, these last couple of cards?
Why?
It's your color pairing, dude. You
I
love
was I wasn't even
Simic.
noticing, dude. Holy
Yeah, dude.
moly.
Holy moly, it's Simic.
I'm telling you right now, I'm putting that blue enchantment in this deck.
Lost Isle of Calling, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. This is awesome, dude.
There needs to
Unfortunately,
be,
it doesn't scry, like, doesn't
yeah.
it comes out and really doesn't do anything, right? You have to, like, do something?
Yeah, once again, you have to scry for these cards to do anything.
Yeah.
So they're just kind of, they're essentially creature enchantments. Like you've gotta, they don't do anything on their own.
And that's unfortunate. That's definitely a downside. But you will be building around this, so
You would build around it. There's a plenty of cards in this color pairing this scry. I think this card would be pretty cool. As far as limited standpoint, they're obviously pushing a scry deck with all these cards.
yeah,
Uh,
they just got to make sure you have scry abilities.
exactly. Scry, scry, scry to make these even relevant. I don't know if they're very powerful.
Well, I'm guessing the scrying cards are the common, uncommon, which we're currently not looking at. So I feel like if you open this up, this is as your rare, it probably won't be too hard to pull together some scrying and put that deck together.
Scrying shenanigans.
Yeah, because if you do that, like this deck can go very wide. Like it's a super wide, like put 1/1s on all your things. Like this, that's really good.
Yeah, for sure. Um, it just depends on how much you scry, right? Because you can only
True.
put on up to X, depending on
Yeah,
how much you scry. So
that's true.
we'll see. Seems good. Last card for today. This is Rangers of Ithilien. It is two blue for a 3/3 creature human ranger. It's got vigilance. It says when it enters the battlefield, gain control of up to one target creature with lesser power for as long as you control Rangers of Ithilien. Then the ring tempts you.
So you steal something little.
You do steal something little, and it's not even like you can pump this up because it's when it enters, right?
True.
So it's got to be something less than 3, which is okay. I feel like I don't know. This seems weird.
Yeah, this might not be as good in EDH as it would be in the limited format. It's probably much more relevant there.
Oh, absolutely. I think in a limited format, specifically sealed, if you're going to a pre-release, you open this. I think you definitely look at building around blue because this is a pretty good card. Go ahead and
Yeah, and it's
steal
always good to
some of
steal your
theirs.
opponent's stuff, dude.
Yeah, and also the ring tempts you, so don't forget that.
Yeah, that's another added bonus. And it seems like if you were to play this in EDH, I can see it being kind of annoying, just like stealing all your opponent, or not all. I guess it'd just be the one stealing your opponent's like mana dork or something. That'd be super mean.
Yeah, that would be pretty mean. Give me your mana dork. You cannot use stuff.
Well, until you kill this, but yeah,
Yeah, that would. It's true. It's one of those effects where it just kind of tucks it, but doesn't tuck it because you can use it. So I
right.
guess you can just go ahead and sacrifice their own creature. Be super
Yeah.
mean about it.
If in this color you could, sure, or if you can figure it out.
Yeah, if you're running like a Demir deck
Blue black, yeah.
or just throwing an altar that's colorless.
Hey, all right.
Just get rid of their creature forever.
And
But
then
it's only
flicker
going to
this
be
and
a
keep
little
doing it,
creature.
dude.
They're only going to be little creatures. So how much damage can you do with this? Who knows?
No one gets a mana dork, dude.
But that is going to do it for us today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We're still pumping out these spoiler videos every single day. I think the last day is Friday, so we're almost done, almost to the finish line. But a lot of cool cards every single day. What was your favorite card from today's spoilers? Comment down below letting us know. Shane, what was your favorite card today?
I think it's the Galadriel we saw, dude. Seems like a fun commander.
Yeah, I agree. Galadriel is pretty sweet. I think my favorite, probably just the Mithril Coat. I think that's
That's
a pretty
that's a good
sweet
card.
flashing in equipment, giving you
Yeah.
something indestructible. Always really cool.
Yeah, I like that too.
But that's going to do it. That's all the rares and the mythics from today's spoilers. If you wanted to see all the commons and uncommons that were from today that we do not talk about, you should go and check the description where you're going to find a link to our Instagram. We post every single spoiler as they are announced and released every single day. So go and follow us on that. And while you're in the description, you're also going to find links to our Twitter and our TikTok. That is at Guys Magic for each one. Follow us on there too so you don't miss out on any cool stuff. And until the next video, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.
Bye bye.